That's all he's done now. He's constantly obsessed with checking his stocks.
That's cool.
It's funny because you're right.
It's just like a management mobile game, but real.
Yeah.
Kind of. You left, and I'm like, man, I'm so bored with my time because Coral's not here. You know what I should get into? The stock market.
Yeah. That sounds responsible?
Kind of.
It might be irresponsible, but it sounds responsible.
It's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, that's why I
actually.
haven't bothered.
It's a grown-up RPG. Just buying and selling.
I started. I mean, I had a lot of people who recommended like the Robinhood app to me, which is basically, you know, there's zero trade commission fees, so you don't have to pay like $10. And you can actually like, you know, put money in the stock market without actually paying a shit ton in commission. So I'm like, oh, I'll put like $100, $100 and $100, and now I have like, it was like, oh, there's a couple $1,000s in there.
Oh, all right.
Dang, Joey's just balling out.
Yeah, no.
Just because Coral was gone. He goes, you know what? I'm going to invest thousands.
I mean, I also realized that, like, I have most of my money in my checking account, which I shouldn't do. Like, it should at the very least be in my savings account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For, like, that 0.5% interest.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why is it just going to sit in there when I can, you know, play around with it a little bit?
Yeah.
Then I started looking at, like, ETFs and 401ks and retirement funds, and there's so much stuff that is actually overwhelming.
Yeah.
I've been reading entirely way too much about it. Eddie
Thanks,
left.
Eddie.
He has other things to do, which is nothing.
By other things, he means play Switch at his desk.
Yeah, he's gonna go play Mario Kart.
You could at least play Switch
Which is
in
all
here.
that he's done. Yes.
I know, right?
So that's exciting. I own a lot of shares of Snapchat.
Nice. Good choice. They seem like
It
they're
might
doing
be a
well,
horrible
right?
choice. It might be a horrible choice. They're releasing their like Q1 earnings for the first time tomorrow, and like yeah, it could be miserable. And I could just pull out, and I'd just be like, I hate this. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah. How does that? Can you like just decide you don't want it anymore and take all of it out, or do you lose?
I mean,
I don't know how anything works.
Well, I'd have to sell it before I can get the money back in
Right,
cash. So I would just
right.
lose the
Selling.
money that
That's a thing.
it dropped. It's a whole thing. I own a share of Walmart. I own some shares of Twitter. What else do I own? I don't know. I can pull it up. Are you wearing fake gauges?
No, they're real.
They're real?
Yeah. Notice how you can actually see through them? and
But
see the other side?
I couldn't tell because it looked...
No, they're real.
Rude.
My phone's on. I've been playing Hearthstone. Oh, it was an alert from Robinhood. Nvidia's up 5%. After hours. Nvidia did their earnings today.
All the
Their
companies
Q1
are.
earnings.
EA just finished theirs. I think they're one of the most profitable companies this year. Or the most profitable company.
Yeah, but fuck Electronic Arts. I didn't know that you
But
had real
Walmart's
gauges.
okay.
I usually don't wear like gagey looking plugs. I usually wear like pretty mild stuff, so it's not super noticeable.
I have a cousin who wore fake gauges for 3 years. So much so,
So
that
no one would know?
everyone thought they were real.
That's weird. You could have just stretched your ears. I guess you didn't want to, but
He was a little bit younger and he didn't want to, and his parents were very against it.
yeah.
But everyone kept the secret. Like,
It's crazy.
like his parents knew, but like they never said like, oh, they're fake.
yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, like he got gauges. So they went along with the line.
Yeah.
I thought that was the bizarre part.
Yeah.
Is there like a weird gauge gatekeeping community that's like, that's not he's not committed
I have-
to the cause.
I have no
It seems-
idea.
They didn't have fake gauges
There's
when
other-
I first stretched mine. I might have done that.
I want to know what you think about my cousin's tattoos. I'll show you. Whenever,
Are they cool? Are they sick?
it's my God. So my family is pretty small, and out of the kids, there's like me, my sister, and then my mom's brother, my uncle has 2 children. So there's like 4 kids,
Wow.
and we're all college age now or post college age, and the big thing for everybody but me has been getting a lot of tattoos.
Oh.
So let me go ahead and show.
I think-
let me pull them up. You want to talk? Hey everybody, welcome to Staffcast.
Hey,
Sorry it's
welcome to
late. Eddie
Staffcast.
fucked up. Go figure.
No, it's funny. Eddie like walks in. He says, "Hey, you guys want to do a staff cast today?" We're like, "Okay." He says, "Cool." And then he goes, "I think it's at 2." And then he goes, "Oh, my bad. It's at 1." And then that was like 11 o'clock in the morning. And then fast forward to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're just kind of sitting there. And he goes, "Hey, we're gonna do the staff cast in an hour." And we're like, "Oh, it's at 2?" And he goes, "Yeah, I told you guys that already." And we're like, "What?" Eddie's interesting. But yeah, he's the reason why we're late.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Also, if you were looking for variety in your staff cast, that's a thing you just don't get anymore because
No.
we've decided that we are the best.
I
We
wasn't
are
on it
the
last week.
staff.
You weren't on it last week?
Right.
Who was on it last week? We were, Nick, but who was the other person?
Is it Aaron?
It was Aaron.
It was Aaron.
Rude,
Just
don't
swap
even
the
remember.
girls.
Yeah, just rotate them out. They're disposable. Everybody else is actually very busy with the studio move. And that's not to say that we're not busy with the studio move. We're just tasked doing different stuff. So we're still in the office. People are like at the other building right now. People are moving, so people are cleaning, people are editing. Like, so we're just the ones who are kind of here. So if you're sick of us, sorry, but how could you be? Because, you know, right?
And if you are, I mean, you can probably look forward to a few weeks where we're actually not on Staffcast altogether. So there's that.
Yeah.
Right?
But I don't know why that would ever be a thing. I'm still trying to pull up these tattoos for judgment.
I'm curious. I would go to Facebook for family, but yours is on Twitter.
No. All these pictures are definitely going to be on Twitter.
Oh, because they don't want family to see.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
So this is the latest one.
Is your family Manx?
No, they're
No, that's what the 3 legs. That's what it is. That's the flag for the Isle of Man.
It's also on the Sicilian flag.
Oh, legs? That's a. They've reused that.
Oh man, can I get? I can plug this in, right?
Yeah, you should be able to.
I can plug this in, right?
Eddie.
It's okay. Can't you? You can control this stuff, Nick.
Yeah, but it might not be your first night. Just gotta get up and it's so much. Nah.
Switch to
you know
it.
anybody with like really bad tattoos or tattoos you're not super fond of?
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone I went to high school with who got tattoos.
Yeah, a lot of people got a lot of bad tattoos right out of high school.
A lot.
Was that a common thing? Like how many people in your high school really had tattoos?
Probably
In
like
high school, not very many, but a lot of them, like, their graduation gift to themselves was a giant chest piece.
mine was like 35%.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We had a lot of last names on the back at my school. A lot of old English. A lot of like, because everyone was under 18, so they did their own tattoos.
Yeah.
Because they want to be tattoo artists. And so you get a lot of like weird anime that doesn't look good at all. You get a lot of like fake Dragon Ball Z.
I know a girl who has a tramp stamp that says, I think, fairies, like lowercase letter, capital letter, lowercase letter, capital letter, with like an asterisk and a squiggly on either side. Like bad internet speak style.
No, that's horrible.
Yeah.
What is the?
That's
She
like
also has a very bad tattoo of a fairy on her arm.
your user tag. Ugh.
Are you just? Yeah, it's plugged in, but I don't want to actually switch over yet because I don't want to show a bunch of stuff. So I'm just taking it slow. Well, hold on, just hold the phone, Yeah, no one in my high school had tattoos, and I started thinking about that because I watched 13 Reasons Why, and a lot of the actors who were playing high school kids, one, were definitely older, and two, there were so many neck tattoos. Kids in high school with neck tattoos.
That's a bit
That's
much.
a commitment.
And I'm like, what?
Is this all from the same person?
Yeah, I'm really.
Dude, it's...
I mean, I don't want to turn this into a roasting
It's
podcast, but
quite,
man, I'm really.
quite the dank Twitter.
Well, how many times do you think you've tweeted in the last 2 years?
Very little.
I have, it actually shows me. I think it's like 2,000 or something like that.
It's like 2,000. Well, the account that I'm scrolling through has. God, I'm never gonna find it. I guess I can't. 40,000 tweets in the last 4 years.
Wow.
That's 10,000 tweets a year.
That's a
He's
lot.
active.
What is 10,000 divided by 365? I think if you're tweeting more than 27 times a day,
That's a lot. Does he have?
that's over the limit, right? That's over the limit for Twitter. You
Yeah.
cannot actually tweet that much.
Does he have anything insightful to say though? Does he have anything interesting? Maybe he
It
has
looks
this.
like a lot of retweets.
It's a lot of retweets. There's a lot of girls.
That's his sleeve.
Oh no, this is my other cousin's sleeve.
Oh, okay.
So she has a huge lie on her arm. This is interesting for like no one. This is probably the worst thing to go to. What's wrong with neck tattoos? Says forgotten toothpick. Yeah. What is there a least favorite kind of tattoo? Like, do you judge someone more for some tattoos than others? Because I know tramp stamps get a lot of hate.
I don't think they deserve that much hate. they're not my least favorite. I don't know.
I just think they're
Just, like,
usually ugly though.
Poorly done portraits, or like really like. Don't get a tattoo of a butterfly on your ankle. Like, what? Why?
The caged bird is always one that makes me chuckle.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of when women do like breast piece tattoos that like live in between their boobs.
Yeah.
Or like they sprawl across them.
What about the under ones where they get one like right on the sternum?
Oh, that's a thing?
Under?
I've never seen.
That's like a new thing.
That's a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
What kind
Rihanna has a really nice one.
Does she? Let me go ahead and look. Rihanna, a boob tattoo.
I think she kind of kicked off the trend.
For those playing along at home, everybody, we're googling Rihanna boob tattoo.
Off. That looks. Oh, I don't like that one.
I mean, I'm not a. Oh, people have like matching ones.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of the art itself, but I think that it's kind of classy right there.
Yeah.
Like I like the design because it's like a, what would you call it? Like it's an Egyptian.
Yeah, I think so.
Something, but the lady has wings and they're both sprawled across each tit.
Yeah, each under boob.
Under boob. I don't know.
I mean, if you're cool, you'd just get like Atlas holding up each one.
But could you do that? Okay, would that be funnier if you have a really small chest? Or is it enhanced by having giant boobs?
Well, you wouldn't see it if you had giant
Placement
boobs.
would be hard if you have giant ones.
Yeah.
Just
and eventually they'll sag a little more, and then Atlas, you
Atlas
get really
like,
serious. Atlas being crushed.
You can kill me, please.
Yeah. What have you guys been up to? What was your weekend like?
I was in Atlanta all weekend for a wedding.
Hot Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Is it appropriate to say hot Atlanta when you're in Atlanta?
No.
I think people not from Atlanta say hot Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like people who are not from California usually say Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, those people. I was in the Atlanta airport once with my mother.
Yeah.
We were
It's
transitioning.
the worst airport in the country.
Dulles Airport. Dulles is the worst
Where's
airport.
Dulles?
DC.
Oh.
It's the biggest, and you feel it.
Yeah. I just have a strong hatred for Dulles. I kind of like Atlanta. It has like the underground subway system, which is nice, and
it's so annoying because you feel like I did it. I made it to the airport. I should be done, but it's like let me take a tram to security and then the monorail to my gate, and then walk a mile once I get off the monorail to my because I always am at the last gate of the terminal. I'm over it.
That's too much.
It's too much.
I'd be too stressed out in that situation. I'd be like, well, I guess I'm missing my flight.
Yeah.
So I get off the plane with my mother, and she yells very loudly in the airport, "We're in hot Atlanta now!" in the middle of the terminal, and I'm just mortified because everybody just turns around and looks, and we are the whitest people there by 10 shades. And the dirty looks, I'm like, I really wanted to disassociate so quickly. Yeah.
Still scrolling through that Twitter feed.
this is my sister's Twitter. I would really love to show off my sister's tattoos to get your opinions on them. Her first tattoo, my sister, let's see. Her first tattoo is my cousin's birthday in Roman numerals on her wrist.
Oh, is your cousin dead?
That's the thing! She's not! She's alive! I don't get it.
That's a really weird thing to do.
Thank you for that validation. Let's see. She has a bobby pin on the side of her hand.
She's a hairdresser.
She's a
right?
hairdresser.
So that makes sense.
Okay, that one has some things. She has like a big lotus on the back of her neck.
Okay.
Like some turtles that says like Ohana or like Maliki Kaliki Maka or something.
She has Merry Christmas.
I want a Merry Christmas tattoo.
I feel like you can do a Halloween tattoo. So she has a pineapple on the outside of her ankle.
Why pineapple? She likes
Because
Hawaii.
she's the pineapple princess.
What does that mean?
What she refers to herself as.
Okay.
Okay.
What other tattoos she has? Everybody's getting tattoos in my family, and I feel like I'm being left out. Like I need to go get a tattoo.
I can't imagine Joey with a tattoo.
I do want a tattoo. I've wanted the same tattoo for like 3 years, so that means I'll probably end up doing it.
What is it?
Just a small little USB logo on the inside of my wrist.
Dude, that's cyberpunk AF. I love that. That's so cool.
It's pretty cyberpunky.
You gotta get it on the back of your neck though.
No, I don't think I ever want that. I want it small enough to where like I might even want it in white, but like really small, like an inch and a half, and like I can put it underneath my watch band if I really wanted to.
That's really cool.
So like I could hide it or I couldn't hide it, and it's small.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, tattoos are scary.
Because of the needles?
No,
are you
just
someone who doesn't like needles?
Needles are fine.
Needles are fine?
Yeah.
Did you have a problem with needles when you were a kid, Nick?
Yeah, very much so.
Very much so. How
Yeah,
like
I just don't like getting stabbed, man. It's not an particularly enjoyable feeling, but yeah.
I don't mind needles, but I hate getting my blood drawn, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I am convinced I can feel the fact that I'm losing blood. Like I can feel blood exiting my body, and I hate that feeling, but I don't care about the needles.
I feel like that one might be in your head.
I don't think it is.
The worst is when they just mess up though. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I missed."
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed. I was like, "You said earlier I had the juiciest veins you've ever seen." I don't understand.
Yeah. I've had a problem getting some IVs before. My veins normally aren't super
I've never
friendly.
had an issue because I'm very pale, and mine kind of show up.
They just see it's like
right there.
translucent and
Yeah.
blue. Yeah, I was actually when I needed to go get surgery for my jaw, I tried to get an IV, and I was like, I was still in high school. I was like 17, 5 different times.
Oh.
Yeah, got stabbed 5 different
That's
times.
horrible.
And ever since then, I've had like a thing against IVs.
Yeah. I don't like IVs.
But I'm totally fine with shots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind needles that much. It's like, oh yeah, please, this is probably actually good for me. Just go
Yeah.
ahead.
I hate
Stick it
getting
in.
shots. I'd rather have blood drawn than get shots.
That makes no.
I know.
You have to be in the
I
minority
know.
with that
I
opinion.
just don't like. I just don't like the idea of. Yeah. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, Xanderley says he doesn't like getting his IV in the top of your hand. Have you had to do that one before?
Oh yeah, that one's scary. I've never had that one. That's
Never done
scary.
that before. I just don't like to look at it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's supremely uncomfortable.
I did get an IV when I dislocated my shoulder, but they put the IV in the other arm, so then I couldn't move either of my arms for like hours,
like,
and it was very,
Gotcha.
very anxious.
They trapped you.
Oh, they trapped you. You want to go ahead and
Do we got any cues?
yeah, I think if I find the Topotswick channel, that surely there'll be questions.
Yeah,
There has to be questions.
I think so.
I think so.
Fingers crossed.
End Staffcast. Oh nope, that's a while ago. Begin Staffcast questions. There's
Oh.
4.
Oh, if you guys got questions, throw them in.
4.
Throw them in.
Jelly Beans. Is anyone watching the amazing Hulu show The Handmaid's Tale? I have them.
I haven't seen them yet.
I haven't watched them yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet. I'm very interested in it though. It looks cool.
Yeah. It's definitely on my watch list. I think there's like 4 episodes out right now, so it's not too hard to go through. They're releasing one every Wednesday, so there'll be one tomorrow. Episode 5 will be tomorrow.
It's supposed to be pretty intense.
That's what I've heard. I've heard mixed reviews, but I've heard enough good things to wanna look at it.
Yeah.
Have you watched the new season of Fargo?
Yes.
Do you like it better than the first 2?
Currently, it is my least favorite.
Hmm.
I absolutely Fargo season 1 and season 2. Season 1, I think in particular, are like 2 of my favorite seasons of television, like of all time. Like both of them probably make it in my top 10 individually.
They're really good.
I really like them. Fargo season 3 just hasn't really grasped me yet. I think that was bound to happen. I think I'm just not as interested in this story as compared to the other ones, or maybe it's a little more of a slow burn. There's a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I
reasons
think
why.
for me it's hard to judge a season of that show early just because each season is such a complete piece and it ramps up so much throughout the season.
It's an 8-hour, 10-hour movie
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Are you watching it right now?
Yeah.
What? So how do you feel?
I'm enjoying it. I think right now it's probably season 1, season 3, season 2 is my ranking.
Interesting. Why didn't you like season 2? Did the ending really put you off?
No, it was more that it felt a little too slow in the middle. That it kind of I liked the weirdness of it. There's a particular weird thread that I won't spoil if anyone hasn't seen it, but I liked that they leaned into it.
I don't know if I like that they leaned into that as much. I think I really enjoy season 2 because I was a fan of Dodd, and I was a fan of the husband and wife situation. Season 1 though, I think is still the best just because of Billy Bob Thornton.
That's a weird sentence to say, but no, I agree. I agree. He was fantastic in that show, but that's the sentence I didn't think I'd utter until I saw that show.
But yeah, season 3. It's not that I don't like it. I am very interested in it, but it's just not grasping me yet. On the opposite side, something that's ramping up TV wise that I wasn't super hot on is this new season of Better Call Saul is really good. I think even in comparison to the other ones.
I haven't seen a single episode of Better Call Saul.
It's definitely because they're really leaning heavily into the
cameos,
more Breaking Bad prequel. It feels like I'm watching Breaking Bad season -1. And I'm super into that. Super into it.
I really like...
The pacing's right.
I really like Better Call Saul. I think in some instances, more than Breaking Bad because of the verisimilitude. It seems a lot more real, true to life. Like, I understand, like, Saul is this person, and then I like seeing the degradation of his character, / also, like, him being kind of uplifted and showing the positive aspects of his humanity. It's like, how did he get from here to here? And I think that evolution is far more interesting because of its subtleties as opposed to Breaking Bad, where it's like, he's just a normal person who like through hubris becomes bad. I think there's a lot more nuance to Better Call Saul, which I like a lot.
I think there's more I think you're correct that there is more nuance to Saul, and it does a better job of being like a character study and a character development piece.
Breaking Bad is a lot more like Shakespearean in that there's these very dramatic flourishes and there's a lot of dramatic irony and all this like tragic stuff, which is really cool too. But 2 different types of entertainment for sure.
2 different types of show. The current season 3 of Better Call Saul is looking to be awesome. Really excited. I'm bummed that I didn't get to watch it last night. It's a Monday night show, so when I get home today, it's probably the first thing on my list. Yeah, watch The Handmaid's Tale, maybe.
Dude, I'm just waiting for Twin Peaks season 3. I know I'm like the only one in this room who likes Twin Peaks, but that's fine. I'm very excited. Laura Dern's in it. I didn't know that. It's my childhood crush.
Dern. Forgotten Toothpick, since Joey is a big investment banker now, what was the last adult venture that stressed you out?
The last adult venture?
Figuring out how to invest money. Nick and I are looking for an apartment. That's semi-stressful.
Yeah, no, that's definitely stressful. I mean, yeah, a lot of you who are probably watching this are like, dude, grow up, get your own place, whatever. I mean, yeah, it's just... when you don't really have to worry about having to move out, and then it's like, well, your life will be significantly easier. You'll be able to do a lot more productive things with your time as opposed to just spending 4 hours a day on the road. Like, I really want to, but just the logistics of it is very tough and daunting because I've gotten very acclimated to being able to kind of acquire things in order to benefit some aspect of my work that I plan to do and stuff like that. So not being able to do that whenever I want kind of sucks, but at the same time, I guess this is just growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was easier for me because I kind of got to level up with my moves where I started in like suburbs of Georgia where it's very easy to find a new place to live that's cheap and you know the neighborhood super well and you probably know a friend of whoever you're going to live with, and it's a lot more casual. Like trying to move out into LA proper is a much more daunting task.
Yeah, it's very, very tough.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I found a prospective place and looked up the crime rates around it. Not too bad. Only a couple break-ins, only
couple grand thefts.
A couple grand thefts.
Couple sex offenders.
No, there's only one sex offender, and he lives down the street. He has quite the rap sheet, though.
Oh, no.
But he looks like I could take that dude. I could definitely take that guy.
Yeah, so that's a thing that we're actively trying to do.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I feel bad. Nick is actually much more. It's much more of a pressing issue for Nick
No,
than it is for
yeah.
me. So
And-
I need to match his level of
No,
vigor.
it's not your like priority. Like that's why I'm like I feel like I'm forcing Joey to move.
Whatever. 24. I need to live at home. Although it is kind of nice.
It is.
Um,
Very convenient.
Yeah, the new studio is actually closer to my house, so the fact that I'll be commuting less is like already great. Xanerly, any ideas for tattoos you want to get? I don't know if we trounced that a little bit, but
This is one that I've actually wanted to get for probably about 5 years. I just haven't done it. I kind of want to get a really small. I'm not really big into color tattoos, but I want to get a black mage, like an 8-bit black mage from Final Fantasy. That'd be cool.
nerd.
Yeah. It's meaningful though to me. It's kind of the reason why I'm here, if you will.
Nerd.
I kind of want. There's a lot of things
Rihanna
that I
boob tat?
kind of want. I like the placement, but I want a tiny like cartoon ghost. Is a thing I would consider. I would consider an outline of the state of Georgia. I would consider a tattoo of the moon. Yeah.
Why the moon?
I just like
Really
it.
like
And
Apollo 13?
I'm a Cancer, which means my ruling planet is the moon instead of a planet.
Do you want
Is that a thing you're into? Because I can definitely make fun of you a lot for that.
No, I know. I think there's an element of like the myths you choose to like surround yourself with can still offer valid like insight to your life, even if they're not based in truth. Like the myths you choose to make are just as valid.
I completely agree.
And I've always enjoyed that stuff. And reading a lot about that kind of thing, you just learn how to think about people's motivations and different types of people, and it's just a character study of different types of people in the world, and I think that stuff is interesting. So there.
Well said.
Boom.
Put H in Discord says an outline of the moon, so a circle.
Not an outline of the moon, it would be the actual
Like a
moon. You could see craters.
What about like a Lumiere Brothers style like face on the moon? Would you want that?
No.
Did Kroll see Donald Glover over the weekend?
I didn't.
You
I
were
missed
in
him
Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Yeah, I get it. Black licorice, yes or no?
No.
Absolutely not.
It's the worst. It is legitimately the worst candy.
I don't know. That's
the worst.
That's hyperbole.
No.
Black licorice is a bad flavor.
I hate black licorice.
We should have an absinthe party where we only drink absinthe.
I've actually had absinthe.
And you like that?
It was okay.
It tastes like licorice.
They mix
You're
some.
lying.
I mix something else with it. They mix something else with it. They do like honey or something.
Absinthe also isn't as licorice strong as, I forget, there's Sambuca, and then there's another like Greek.
Oh,
liquor
you're
that's
right. What is
really
the other one
strong.
that's called?
I have no idea.
Sambuca's rough though.
I only like absinthe though because there's wolfsbane in it, and that's what you use to kill werewolves, and that's awesome.
The only time I had absinthe, I was in a completely like empty house in the living room that had patio furniture and multicolored Christmas lights were the only source of light, and I was sitting with 3 people I had never met before, and it was a very like, this is how you try absinthe.
Yeah, that sounds
scenario.
appropriate. Yeah.
How did you get there?
There was my friend brought me to a party, and he was the only person I knew, and he was off with some other people. It was a beer party. They all brew their own beer all year, and then they bring like batches of it to this abandoned house where they have a beer party. But people also bring extra things. So yeah.
Okay.
Man, Coral's so cool.
Uncle Ray, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Have you seen it? Is it any good?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it on Saturday.
Can't see it. Won't see it. I can't see it. I won't see it. Not gonna see it.
I'm gonna watch Alien Covenant on Friday, and then Guardians of the Galaxy the next day.
Do you watch movies in a budget theater or a pricey fancy one?
Whatever suits the mood. Sometimes I want to ball out and have someone serve me a burger while I eat or while I watch the movie. And sometimes I want to pay little to no money when I watch a movie. Usually when I like Saturday mornings, I love going to the gym super early. And then after I get out of the gym, directly to the movies, like an 8 o'clock showing, I pay $6. Oh, I have the theater to myself. It's wonderful. What? It's the best.
My brain does not compute.
It's the best, dude.
I've never been to a movie by myself.
Have you ever been to a restaurant by yourself?
Yes.
That's great too. I love doing things by myself.
Nick no want people.
I like matinee movies by myself.
Yeah,
I would do
it's
that
fun.
while I was unemployed. I'd walk to the movie theater, see a cheap movie by myself.
Nice.
It's nice.
I mean, movies like there's nothing inherently really social about going to the movies with someone because
Yeah.
you walk there and you're like, oh,
You're not really supposed to interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So.
you just kind of sit next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there is something. That being said, though, the thing that I really love about movie theaters, as opposed to just sitting at home and watching the movie, is that communal experience. Even though there is no interactivity, is just the idea that this group of people has decided to subject themselves to this overall experience, and they are going to be on this experience for 2 hours. You know, that's really cool to me for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's neat.
That's why I like horror movies in theaters. Is like everyone there probably knows what beats the movie's gonna hit, but they all still want to go be a part of it.
J-Rad says, I want to throw a beer party in reference to the beer party
Beer parties are great.
that you were doing. I'm going to a party on Friday that is a fried chicken party.
No,
That
thank
sounds
you.
like a Joey thing.
where everybody has to bring their favorite fried chicken.
Doesn't fried chicken not travel super well? Like, aren't you supposed to
You're
eat
supposed
it
to-
like right away?
You're supposed to get it within close proximity to the start time of the party.
Okay.
But I
It's
feel
like a
like-
dinner fried chicken party.
How
and
much
then
fried chicken can you eat?
booze. I mean,
I can eat a lot
I
of
can eat
fried
a lot of
chicken.
fried chicken.
Alright.
But the thing is that everybody's supposed to go to a different place to get fried chicken. You're not supposed to get double. Like, not everybody can just go cop out and go to Chick-fil-A and be
Yeah.
like, give me some strips.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
There's a place in Westwood. There's a Korean fried chicken place called Barbecue Chicken,
Oh,
and I really like their wings. They have good Korean wings.
nice.
But yeah, so fried chicken party. I thought that was fun.
That's
I've never been so excited for an invite. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll be there. Of course I'm gonna go to the fried chicken party.
I think I need to really reevaluate my life and like look at the things that I'm consuming, because when you said fried chicken party, I just got so excited. Like I started breathing heavier and I was like, I need to go to a fried chicken party. Oh man. I think that would excite me more than the beer party. And I like beer quite a bit.
Yeah. Xanerly Joy, have you thought about changing your hair color to a new color for the new studio?
You change your color
Kinda,
like
yeah.
all the time.
Changes pretty often.
You guys just don't really see it because he's not always on cam.
Yeah,
I like it when you do like that turquoise blue.
that's just the blue fading.
I like that.
I don't
looks
like
cool.
I don't go into the bathroom and do like a mixologist, mad chemist, scientist. Like, if I add some green, then it'll be more. Normally it just gets blue and then it becomes slightly less blue over time and washes.
I have a lot of blue hair dye if you want it, because I'm never going to use it.
Why
I
do you
just
have so
realized
much?
it. Because I had blue hair for a minute and I was trying really hard to get the perfect shade of blue, so I bought like 5 different blue hair dyes and used a little bit of all of them. I also have like silver, which is good for toning. If you want hair dye, I got it.
I mean, I will never say no to the blue. It'll probably stay blue. Right now it's like kind of purpley because I've been washing my hair with shampoo that has purple dye in it because my sister.
That's what you're supposed to do?
Yeah,
You have bleached hair?
yeah. So that's a thing. So it has like these purple tones you can't see. It's cool. It's like one of those cars that are like, what do you call that when the light she's different ways and it changes colors?
I don't remember.
There's a name for that.
No, there is.
There's a name for that. Why does Alex wear the same shirt all the time? Any ideas? Suppressed memories?
Because he's a dude who lives by himself.
Because he owns 5 shirts.
He owns more than that,
He
I'm
owns
sure.
6 shirts. Yeah, he has maybe like 5 to 7 button ups and then a couple different T-shirts, and he just wears them. All the time. He doesn't have a lot of shirts. Meanwhile, how many different T-shirts do you have? Because I definitely have over 100.
I have an absurd amount of t-shirts.
I have like 100 T-shirts.
I think we're not in the gaming industry per se, but I think if you're tertiarily involved in the gaming industry, you will be set for life with the amount of t-shirts that you get, like just forever.
How many of those shirts are in your rotation though?
Oh, like next to none.
Yeah.
But if I had a rough streak, you know, and I was just living,
You could get by.
I'd be
Yeah.
fine. I got that whatever happens, I got the t-shirt game down pat.
I keep a decent amount of T-shirts in my rotation. The problem is that my closet isn't big enough, so I have hangers that are like on top of other hangers now.
Yeah.
I need to really throw some out. I took a bunch to the studio like a couple months ago for trash clothes, but there's still I gotta get rid of them. Really gotta get rid of them. I have a t-shirt problem. You're looking forward to anything this weekend?
Oh, I'm going to the LA Eat Show. Dude, I'm pretty stoked about that. That's for those who don't know, that's this event in LA. It's in I think
Eat LA
downtown?
or the Eat LA show?
Eat LA.
Eat LA. Where'd you choose for Eat LA? Because they do a bunch of different locations.
I gotta double check. I don't know off the top of my head, but I just know I'm going with my girlfriend.
She choose?
Yeah.
Ah.
She knows the places.
I have a good friend who's also a Yelpily with me, and she's super into Eat LA, and she moved to San Francisco now, and we don't get to go anymore. But Eat LA is great. If you're in LA, Eat LA is they're like deals.
I'm very excited.
Like set menu deals on places that are normally really fancy and like probably priced more than you want to. But like you buy a ticket and you get to go, and normally it's like half off, and you get like a preset menu. Dining.
Well, the one that I'm doing
nice.
is like an all-you-can-eat. It's like you pay $60 or whatever, and you go to this event, and it's like a bunch of vendors bring their ware. So a bunch of restaurants in this particular area bring their food, and you can sample them. You just have to wait in line. And it's also all you can eat and drink. So
have you ever been to a food truck festival?
I haven't. That sounds awesome. Though.
Really need to go not next Friday. The first Friday's in Venice.
Oh.
You familiar with that?
I've heard of it. I haven't been to one though.
Basically, it's like around Abbot Kinney. There's probably like over 100 food trucks that come. It's the first Friday of every month at night. We should go. It's
I've never been to Venice Beach.
It's a little overwhelming. Venice is also a little overwhelming.
I've never been.
I went for the first time like 3 weeks ago.
How was it?
It's fine. It's very Venice Beach. Like if you have an image of what that is in your mind, that's it. You did it.
That sounds right. Okay.
Neil Trunks, would you rather live in medieval times or a post-apocalyptic future?
Probably future.
Yeah, probably future.
I think future's always the right answer.
Yeah.
We're like, would you go visit past self or future self? Future self.
Yeah.
Just because it probably smells horrible in medieval times. Always.
Technology, man.
Hey, swords are cool.
People's lives have only
Swords
gotten
are
better.
cool. Armor's cool, but armor would be very painful to wear.
Yeah, and the whole woman thing.
Oh yeah, that sucks. It would suck for you. Actually, it would suck for me too, because I'm a brown dude in medieval times.
Yeah, I can go to medieval times. I'll probably own horses and people.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely future. Post-apocalyptic future. I just want it to be Mad Max style, though.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I want to drive cool cars.
Kush Overlord, with new studio, what's one thing you want to do to the studio to leave your mark on it?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
With the new studio, what is one thing you want to do to the studio to leave your mark on it? Normally, I put like little stickers in weird places.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's a fry underneath our toilet seat lid. If you open up the men's toilet seat, you see a picture of Fry. It's like a vinyl sticker I put on there.
I like the Squidward one that's on post.
I like Squidward.
It's a dabbing
The
Squidward.
dabbing Squidward's good.
I'll probably do more of those. I think it's fun.
I don't know. I've never moved.
Never moved.
Ever.
We should all like mark our height.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's mark our height.
We'll never get taller, but we can all see.
We'll always know.
Shamil, do you miss Steebs? No, she's been gone for 12 hours. Steve is gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks? I didn't know she was going to be gone for 2 weeks. Where is she?
She's going back home on a little vacation, taking the time when we're not doing
Good for
it.
her.
So do you know, has Alex talked to you about, the Attack Lights?
No.
You're going to be the co-host?
Oh, right.
I don't actually think that's a real
no,
thing.
yeah, I would not think so.
I don't think that's a real thing at all. But yeah.
I don't know. Aren't the Attack Lights basically like front pages?
Kind of.
Coral did a front page.
How was your front page with Kevin, Coral?
It was fun. It was
Did you
nice.
have a good
yeah.
time? What'd you guys
What'd
talk
you guys
about?
like look
We
at?
talked
Yeah.
about healthcare a lot because that was that day. So
Oh, yeah,
the
okay.
guiding force of the morning. That was depressing.
Still makes me upset to think about. Why no Attack plays today? Blue balled us. That's because Steve's isn't here.
Yeah.
That's because Steve's gone. What is your favorite Netflix original? Says Jelly Beans. That is such a loaded question. Let's pull up a list of Netflix
Favorite
originals and talk
Netflix
about them.
original. Jeez, there's so many now.
Well, Netflix originals means that we can't do things like Black Mirror season 3, which would probably be mine, but it's out of the running.
Just off the top of my head, because it's the first thing that came to mind, so that's got to say something. I really, really, really liked Beasts of No Nation with Idris Elba. It's the one about Africa, like warlords. It's really good.
Let's go down this list. How do you feel about House of Cards?
No.
No?
I watched half of the first
it's
season.
okay.
And it's like, this is so boring.
It's okay.
Hashtag okay. I'll watch the new season.
The David Fincher directed episodes are fantastic. The rest are kind of just mediocre.
Hemlock Grove?
Cool gore and transformation scenes, but show is so boring.
So cheesy. I just watched the first episode and I couldn't do it.
The makeup's really cool though, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Orange is the New Black?
I was into it for the first season. Fell
Yeah.
off.
I've watched
Same.
all of them and I actively hate them. I don't know why I watch more. It's really a masochistic thing. I watch and I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate this show. Why am I spending my time on it? It's dumb. I never watched Marco Polo.
I haven't watched that
No.
one either.
Bloodline season 1
I liked it.
was good. Bloodline season 2 was dog shit.
I didn't see it. So I'll just stay there.
Spoiler alert.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know Bloodlines was a show on Netflix.
I didn't watch Sense8.
I've seen it. People in my proximity watched it, and I was like, this is too Wachowski for me.
My girlfriend's into it. That's about it. I was like, because she's like, I gotta watch season 2. I was like, did you like the first season? She says, no, but it was just something to put on while I was working. I was like, okay, cool, fair enough.
Okay. Narcos.
Narcos is good.
Fan of Narcos.
Narcos is good.
Good.
My parents were even in Narcos, and they don't watch TV. Like, they don't watch TV like that. So that was pretty cool.
They didn't. Did they keep the subtitles on, or were they like, oh, this is the whole thing in Spanish?
They didn't need the subtitles on.
Needed the subtitles. What else? Stranger Things.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
It's
it.
fun.
It's a show
I'll
that's
watch
too
the next
reliant on nostalgia, though. So if you have no nostalgia for any of the things they reference, I don't think it's a very good show.
That's me. The Get Down I didn't watch.
The Get Down's so good. Very good music.
Genre,
Very good
musical
dancing.
drama.
I haven't
Which
seen
one?
it.
It's a musical drama.
Oh, The Get Down. Yeah,
The
I think Boz Lerman directed it.
The Crown.
Oh, I
see
have
it.
no interest in
No.
that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good. I think.
It got okay reviews. The OA. I know Corrado and Myron watched that, and they're like, it's good, and I'm like, are
That
you
show
sure?
looked boring.
I'm on the second episode.
Oh,
Very slowly watching that show.
I think it's interesting that you can just do that. Like you're like, I can just watch a show like once every couple weeks.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a thing, like it needs to be like finishing that show.
I need to I'll get sick of something if that's the only thing I'm watching. So I need to always be watching like at least 3 or 4 things at a time.
depends on the show.
Interesting. 13 Reasons Why.
Didn't.
I have no
get to
interest
that.
in watching that show.
You skipped a year in the life of the Gilmore Girls.
Did I?
Yes.
That's not an original though. It's Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, it's also not good.
I thought 13 Reasons Why was okay. I have a lot of issues with it, but I think that the notion of it romanticizing suicide is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Is it romanticizing it or just depicting it?
Well, it does both. I don't really think it's romanticized it, but I think the fact that it does depict it makes people argue that it romanticizes it.
You have to
But
do it very.
My argument against that is like everyone reads Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yeah.
Multiple times. Like it's not like suicide is completely out of the zeitgeist.
Well, it's not even that. Like just showing an awful act just for the sake of showing an awful act is romanticizing. But if you have something to say about that act, if you have something meaningful that you plan to portray because of this horrific act kind of thing, that's when I think that it's like, yes, this does have.
Do you think you're
merit.
gonna watch it, Coral?
No.
They show the suicide.
Oh.
Oh, that's
That
intense.
usually doesn't happen.
They don't.
It's
They
usually off screen.
it was not off screen. It was very prominent and visceral.
What was the method?
She slit her wrists in the bathtub.
Okay.
Down the road,
Yeah.
not across the street.
Yeah.
Down the road is the bad one, right? You won't recover from that one.
Yeah, you don't want to go
What's
down
the-
the road. You want to go across the street. But it was so gnarly. I've watched a lot of fucked up
Yeah.
shit just on the internet, and like the scene really got to me because it's just so.
Yeah.
That's intense, man.
It was really intense. She gets in the bathtub, fills it up, takes her blade out,
Yeah.
and they show the blood. It was really good SFX work.
Mm.
But yeah, that aside, I think it's a pretty okay show. There's a bunch of comedies. We looked at the dramas.
Ooh, I really like Master of None on Netflix.
Me
I
too.
don't think that's funny. Don't think it's funny.
It's a slice of life thing that is funny on occasion, but I think it's more meaningful than just the average comedy. The episode about parents is probably one of the most powerful episodes of anything I've ever seen. It's very good. Very, very good.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
I haven't watched that.
It's charming at times. I think it's a bit much and it's not always successful when it goes big.
And Grace and Frankie's a show that I like.
I like Grace and Frankie.
That sounds like Rizzoli and Isles. Like it sounds like a USA show.
Maybe. What Hot American Summer, First Day of Camp?
Dude, that show is
It was
ridiculously
pretty
fun.
good. Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Have you?
Why?
Do you like the original Wet Hot American Summer? You haven't seen it. It's a movie. It's but it's funny.
It's a prequel it's a prequel to a movie that took place 2006. So it's like 10 years old, this movie, but all the actors are the same. So all the actors are older and they're wearing like smaller uniforms. Like it is the most ridiculous,
so
over the top comedies ever. Like they know it's dumb and they totally play it up.
We're gonna keep going through this list, Eddie, because we started late. Which, by the way, your fault. We're gonna give the people their money's worth. Okay. Okay, we just start uploading it. Let the stream die.
Yeah.
Just start uploading it. If things happen, they happen.
Hey,
But
so if we
happen,
disappear, nothing happened except for Eddie.
yeah. So if the stream goes offline, it's because the internet. It's because the internet died. But until that moment happens, we're gonna continue going through this Netflix list because we're almost done. Masters of None. We talked about with Bob and David. Is a thing I don't know exists.
Never heard of that.
That's a follow-up to some sketch comedy show from the 90s.
It's the Bob Odenkirk and yeah. It's the sequel to Mr. Show.
Yeah,
I really liked Mr. Show, but I haven't seen that yet.
I've only heard of Mr. Show because I know Howard talks about it a lot. Love is a show that I watched bits and pieces of.
I've seen, I think, everything.
Do you have an episode that you liked in particular?
No, I kind of don't like the show.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I really don't like the two main characters. And I know the point is like that these two people are very self-destructive and destructive for each other. But like, I just don't enjoy watching that dynamic on repeat for 2 seasons. I just find it kind of exhausting. So.
For sure. I don't know about Flaked.
That's the Will Arnett one. That's all I know about it.
I don't know about The Ranch.
Mm-mm.
I didn't think Lady Dynamite was funny.
Never heard of it.
Maria Bamford makes me uncomfortable, so I didn't watch it.
Easy was. I was thinking about Easy Was Love. Easy's the anthology show.
Oh.
That's about a bunch of couples.
Oh.
Haters Back Off. I clearly don't watch a lot of these comedies. I've watched all the dramas almost. I haven't watched barely any of these comedies. Haters Back Off. I don't know about. One Day at a Time. I did watch Santa Clarita Diet.
I liked that.
I thought that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a decent functioning relationship there.
Yeah.
And my parents' commentary was, this relationship is so unrealistic. These people like each other too much. And I'm like, well, how? That really says something about you guys.
Oh, no.
Girl Boss, I tried watching.
I don't think I'd like it.
And didn't like it.
Yeah.
Dear White People, I watched all of.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I plan to, though.
Is it good?
They filmed, all the college scenes were filmed at UCLA. And I was by campus over the weekend. There's just posters everywhere. Because I think it was like part of their filming arrangement was that they got like a bunch of advertisement.
Isn't the female lead like a DJ?
Yeah. They use everything. They use everything at UCLA except for the real UCLA radio station because that place looks like a dump. No, I thought it was really interesting. We talked about it a little bit actually in Discord, and it definitely creates a little bit of controversy just because of the title and people not really getting past that, which is interesting. BoJack Horseman is the animated show on this list, which is the answer to the question for me. What is the best Netflix original? BoJack Horseman.
I still haven't seen a
BoJack.
single
Too
episode.
sad.
It is
Not like surface level, this is a sad story sad, like deep pit of like something missing in my
Dude.
life sad. I can't watch it.
I need to watch this show.
if you have any depressive tendencies, I think it does an amazing job of hitting those notes. And it is, oh man, it is. I don't think I've ever seen a show that depicts depression that well. And it's animated.
Yeah.
Which is
And
crazy.
it's about a horse.
BoJack Horseman is an amazing show. I haven't watched it yet. That's my list. That's my favorite one. Were you able to pick a favorite out of all those? What's your favorite Netflix original?
No, I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot already?
Everything.
There's so much.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of continuations. The best continuation is Black Mirror season 3, followed by The Killing season 4, and the best original is BoJack Horseman. And Skate and Eric agrees. BoJack is the best answer. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's rapid fire off some of these last questions before our stream dies. What is a type of something party you would like to throw? Everybody bring your own
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese? That would probably be fun. Why don't we do that? We could have a mac and cheese party. When Nick and I get in the apartment, we're going to have a mac and cheese party. There we go. Settled. Everybody has to make and bring their own mac and cheese.
Dude, I can make some pretty bomb-ass mac and cheese.
But then everybody has to make and bring their own mac and cheese.
Yeah.
They have to bring them covered. Completely covered.
Oh, I like
and
this.
we'll do a full blind taste test of every mac and cheese where you have to eat every one. You have to rank them.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide who made the best mac and cheese. Do you think feelings will get hurt?
I don't know.
But then we run into a caveat because Coral doesn't eat meat, and I like to put a little bit of bacon in my mac and cheese sometimes.
Then I would rank yours last.
No, but then I was
go with
like,
that.
no, I can't let you eat that. That's bad, right? That's if I willingly feed it to you.
I don't have to know that it's yours, but you make a note.
like,
of,
oh, there's
this is my special bacon mac and cheese, and then I won't eat it, and I'll rank it last. So you have to.
You can't rank it last if you didn't eat it.
Thing. No,
you
I
can't.
can.
No, you can't do that. That's against the rules. You didn't taste it.
We're gonna do that. What's a body part you tend to crack often on purpose? Nothing.
Wait, what?
Body part? Like, do you crack your knuckles?
I crack my knuckles a lot, and I crack the right side of my spine.
I crack my wrist a lot.
Yeah, I do that too. I can't do it now.
I like cracking my hip, and my legs always pop without me. Like, my hip.
This shoulder cracks a lot. It kind of just does a weird creaky thing if I spin my arm all the way around.
Sanity wants to know if I think 13 Reasons Why should continue. I have really mixed opinions about that. I think no. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know what kind of premise they're going to take with it.
This is old news, but I'm very bothered by the fact that Big Little Lies is going to get a second season.
Big Little
What? What?
Yeah. I don't think it's absolute, but it's in the works. They're planning to do one.
That's that HBO
what the
show.
whole point of that was? Are they writing a different book? Is there any material? Like why? No, it was so no. It was so good as a standalone thing.
Upset.
It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Fuck. Nick and Joey, says Neo Trunks, do you have any concerns about being roommates?
I'm gonna
Flatmates one, not roommates, because I would never live in the same room as Nick.
I'm worried that I'll do something that's like a nuisance that'll slowly. Joey's like, oh, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Everyone has their quirk, and then over time it just like digs deeper and deeper and deeper until it blows into full blown resentment and hate.
I think you have a misconception that I would ever do that, because if there was ever an issue, I would just talk to you about it instead of
like a responsible
being
adult.
resentful about something. And if I didn't like it, I would get used to it and maybe be a little bit resentful if you kept doing it. Like there's never a scenario where I would just not communicate something that I was not happy about. I don't have any concerns. I think that Nick is just gonna retire to his room the entire time, play Kingdom Hearts. And
no, I'll be done by then.
he'll let me put Hue light bulbs in the entire house.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's all I really need.
Yeah, I'll buy some Hue light bulbs.
Yeah, I actually don't have concerns. We both take long showers.
But we each would get a bathroom in the place we're looking at.
We each get a bathroom, so it wouldn't
and the
matter.
water is paid for by the owner. We can live in the shower.
Oh, that sounds absolutely blissful. I took an hour-long shower at midnight last night or this morning.
Midnight showers are fun.
So long.
I just sat in the tub with the water. Just contemplated life.
That's a good place to do it.
Mayfrost, they asked the director of it too, and he said he was open to it and had ideas and stuff, and like it's not set in stone, but a lot of the people involved said that they had ideas and were ready to work on it.
It would make sense that they would want to from a monetary standpoint.
Yeah.
So I can see why they would push for it because of all the acclaim and success that it had.
Mm-hmm.
And there's I guess a position to do a season 2. Like they really want to, they could write a story, but like it works. It's good the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's good the way it is. So that's all the questions. We did a thing. Eddie's probably doing an upload. He's not here to turn the stream off, so we're just here. Sorry we're late.
Yeah, I apologize.
Again, Eddie's fault. Yeah, we're just really happy, I guess, to be moving studios and working on all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff going on outside this room.
A lot of stuff.
Everyone I know who watched 13 Reasons Why hated it. I think the best review I've seen is Joey's ambivalence. I could probably talk about that show for a lot longer, so I won't dive into it. I probably could. Do you think that it's interesting? Like how do you feel about Netflix doing shows that are clearly, I wouldn't say clearly, but like a little bit, clickbait's not the right word, but baity, between like, you know, Dear White People or 13 Reasons Why. It's like, hey, let's tackle race relations. Hey, let's tackle childhood suicide.
I think Netflix is a good indicator of the public interest. Like they're like, hey, people are interested in learning about these things or having discussions about these things. So you know what? We're going to make something in relation to these things. I think it's a far better finger to the pulse as opposed to major networks.
Yeah. They haven't done anything too atrocious taking that approach yet, and it's ending up in content that is valuable that isn't really anywhere else. So. And
you could watch it whenever you want.
I think it's tasteful, right? Like they haven't done anything atrocious because they haven't. They could probably do something really slanderous.
Yeah.
But they're intentionally choosing not to.
They're careful about it, I think.
Slanderous in what way, though? What do you mean?
I mean, Dear White People could be a very different show.
Oh yeah, but I think that doesn't. The responsibility of that falls on the showrunner, not Netflix.
I mean, Netflix could intentionally order more.
Sure. But I just think Netflix first and foremost is focused on quality, as opposed to what's going to get the most what's going to garner the most outrage. I don't think that's the case at all.
But I think there's still a valid business model
of trying to garner outrage.
In trying to garner outrage and like negative attention.
I think briefly, but I don't think it's a practice that can sustain itself. Because if you're always the go-to, like, oh, isn't this crazy? Then it becomes the norm, and then people just acclimate, and they're like, well, it's not that important anymore. It's not that outrageous anymore.
I don't know. I guess things are less outrageous nowadays because it's more commonplace to. That was a big edamame burp. Wow.
How many bags of edamame have you gone through?
So are edamame just soybeans?
I think so.
Yeah. What's the difference between a soybean and the bean that's?
Aren't edamame isn't it actually cooked and it's still in the little shell?
Yeah,
whereas soybeans
you can get,
just
like, roasted soybeans and it's just
the bean.
But they're different.
Yeah,
roasted soybeans are like smaller, like kernely things. I don't know.
That's my question. Like, are they not the same? They're different things, but like, how close are they?
Yeah.
I don't really know. A lot. There was a bag at Costco for like 12 1-pound bags and one big bag, and it was like $8.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
The freezer right now is a lot of lean cuisines and edamame bags.
A lot of that's my fault. I bought all those lean cuisines, and then we've been going to lunch more recently.
We need to stop.
Yeah, so I can eat those lean cuisines. My lunch today was a pound of edamame.
You ate that was a whole pound?
Yeah. Yeah, that has something to do with your hands.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I almost ate several jelly beans over the course of the day, but I fought the urge.
Edamame is steamed soy pots. They're just soybeans. Just eating a lot of soy.
It's good for you, right?
I think so. I don't really know about nutrition. I
have a friend who's terrified of soy.
Why?
Because the estrogen thing.
Yeah, he says. I was like, dude, you're not gonna grow boobs if you eat a couple soybeans. You'll be fine.
Does he also think that if he gets a vaccine, he'll have autism?
let's not start.
So is that a yes?
He's an interesting dude.
I don't know. I don't know anymore, guys. I guess thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
It's been another staff cast, been another week. Got to talk about a lot of things. Family tattoos, soybeans, Netflix shows, Coral's crazy vacations.
In Hotlanta?
Hotlanta.
Now if I go to Atlanta, I have to do. We're in Hotlanta.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Yeah. Someone has to get up and go end this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not in any position to do it. Coral's taking it for the
Coral.
team.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Bye.